Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News Live at noon.
Spring may be just days away, but Old Man Winter is delivering another storm here in the east. Today's weather makes it hard to believe it was in the 70s on Wednesday. We have team coverage of the winter storm this noon. Meteorologist Rachel Frank is standing by on the boardwalk, and Mike Lowe and Joel D. Smith are also out live with a look at the conditions in Allentown and Reading. We go to Rachel first for the latest on the storm. Rachel.
Good afternoon, Jaciel. This morning we started off with a little bit of everything. We had snow, we had sleet, we also had rain, but since then temperatures have dropped below freezing. The ground started off very warm this morning, so a lot of that melted on contact with the ground after that warm weather that we had earlier on in the week. But it is starting to stick now, and it looks like we will continue to see it coming down and even increase in intensity as we move through the afternoon hours. There is a winter storm warning in effect for all the counties that you see highlighted in that blue color until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning for your St. Patrick's Day. For our southern viewing area, there is a flood watch for Chester, Bucks, Montgomery, Philadelphia, and also a winter weather advisory in effect for those areas until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, just for the prospect of seeing some accumulating snow. And we will see them, and we'll tell you how much snow we'll get in just a minute. It's all going to depend, I'll give you a hint, and just how much sleet we see mixing in. Much more on the full forecast in just a minute. For now, let's send things back to the desk.
Thank you, Rachel. Now let's check in with our reporters out in the elements. Live in Allentown, WFMZ's Mike Lowe is at the Queen City Diner on Lehigh Street. Mike, how are the conditions there?
Well, good afternoon, Jaciel. We're still getting pelted out here with a kind of a light snow, but the good news is, even though the roads are slick, they're in pretty good condition out here. You know, we talked to some people, and they said after earlier in the week when we had all of these warm weather days, they say they can't believe today they're seeing snow.
Crazy today, but I love the snow.
You need this rain, but not the ice and the snow.
This is typical of March. You never know.
Just when the Lehigh Valley thought it waved goodbye to winter, one last wallop.
Last couple of days with the nice spring-like weather, I was ready to do all my outside cleaning.
That will have to wait. The wintry mix is making quite a mess. Low visibility and slick conditions made the roads dangerous, a contributing cause of several accidents in the area. PennDOT crews were out salting, others were shoveling, some were just trying to stay warm, hoping that this is winter's last gasp.
I hope spring comes soon.
Indeed, I think we all do. But unfortunately, as we're told, the conditions are only supposed to get worse out here today as we're expecting more snow. And as Rachel said a moment ago, we're expecting it to stick as the afternoon goes on. So that's the situation out here right now. We'll send things back to you in the studio, Jaciel.
5 days and counting until spring, Mike. Thank you. And now to Reading. WFMZ's Joel D. Smith is live on Penn Street with an update on the weather situation there. Joel?
Okay, Jaciel, most of the night we had just that rain turn into sleet about an hour ago. It was coming down like that. Now we're into our snow mode, which I guess is going for most of the rest of the day here. Taking a look at the road right now, just starting to stick to the ground just a little bit down here. That's good news so far. On the roads, it doesn't look too bad either because so far here in Reading, Public Works has had 10 of their trucks out salting most of the day. Just a little bit of buildup in the middle where most of the cars haven't gone yet. Later on, once this all becomes snow, we'll have 20 trucks from the city out on the roads. We haven't heard too many accidents either. That's good news. And the real focus here is about Berks Jazz Fest, the big signature event for the city and the county. That starts today in earnest, and one of the big events, it's kind of been a stroke of luck that didn't seem that way. One of the big events starting things off here, the Dave Brubeck Quartet. That event tonight was going to draw a lot of people downtown. It's been postponed until next Wednesday because of an injury for Mr. Dave Brubeck. That's been good because if you think about it, a lot of those people will be downtown tonight, maybe even canceling because of all of this weather. That's now moved to Wednesday. But still, we do expect a lot of people coming here for some of the other events that are going to be going on throughout the rest of the evening. But so far, so good, although we're expecting it to get much worse. We'll be keeping an eye on this and have a big update coming your way at 5:30 in the Berks edition. Until then, live and ready, I'm Joel D. Smith, 69 News.
Thank you, Joel. In anticipation of today's storm and the threat of flooding, Pennsylvania Governor Ed Rendell activated the State Emergency Operations Center in Harrisburg last night. The warmer temperatures earlier this week caused snow and ice to melt, saturating the ground and causing water levels to rise. The state is putting out a warning to anyone living in flood-prone areas to keep their eyes on creeks and streams and rivers and take emergency precautions if necessary. And to all people on the road, motorists are asked to take it easy on snow-covered roadways. For interstate conditions, PennDOT has set up a 24-hour toll-free hotline at 1-888-783-6783. Again, that is 1-888-783-6783. And speaking of PennDOT, Sean Brown from PennDOT joins us live on the phone. Sean, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
The worst is yet to come this afternoon. What's the plan for your workers as the day progresses and the snow starts to accumulate?
Well, we have our full complement of our crews out there on the roadway, salting, put down anti-skid, and plowing any extra snow that's on the roadway.
Now, every storm is a little different. Do you foresee any particular challenges with this one?
No, we just predicted a good accumulation of snow, especially in the higher elevations. So we have our crews out there making sure that there's plenty of salt and anti-skid for traction to help the melting process, and also to get plow the snow off the roadway to make our roads passable.
Okay. How long do you anticipate being out there?
Well, we're out there until the roads are completely clear and safe for motorists.
All right. Sean Brown with PennDOT, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Let's check in with Rick Edwards now to see how traffic is moving. Rick?
Thanks a lot, Jaciel. Yes, the major highways running smoothly through the Lehigh Valley. We have no major problems on 33 here over the Lehigh River, approaching 78. No problems back and forth on 22. We had some accidents on 378 and 309 in the upper Saucon Township area. Those crashes have cleared, but the road conditions continue to deteriorate. Now, you heard Sean, road crews are out treating the roadways. You have to give them plenty of room when you come across those guys. Springhouse Road and Broadway in South Whitehall Township, a crash. They're cleaning up a crash on Snowdrift Road at Blue Barn, also in South Whitehall Township. Over in Northampton County, slick roadways. We have spin-outs on Tatamy Road and Newburgh Road. Well, there's a whole bunch of them. They're coming in fast and furious. Hitting those slick spots on the secondary and tertiary roadways is troublesome for you through the Lehigh Valley. To the north in Monroe County, they have an overturned truck at 209 and 33. Part of the road is shut down there. Also in Carbon County, Barron's Road near 903 in the Jim Thorpe area. Wires and poles down in that area. In Schuylkill County, minor crashes reported. No big road closures, but they are feeling the effects of the wintry weather. To the south, they have a road closure in Bucks County, 413 closed in the area of Plumsteadville. Into Berks County, an accident on 422 eastbound west of Womelsdorf. This is near Marion Drive. And we have a couple of accidents up and down Interstate 176 between 422 and the east-west turnpike. One near Route 10, one near mile marker 5. So use caution going that way. Also a fire call in Tilden Township, tying things up on Burn Road near River Road. Road crews are out. You have to use extra caution and allow extra time for your travel this afternoon. Back to you, Jaciel.
Thank you, Rick. If you're traveling by bus, as of now, Atlanta and Barter are not reporting any weather delays. Transbridge buses are also on schedule. You can get updates 24 hours a day on their websites. The addresses are there on your screen. And the weather is causing some flight delays and cancellations. The best advice we can give you is to call ahead. The phone number to check on flights at Lehigh Valley International is 1-800-FLY-LVIA. And at Philadelphia International, it's 1-800-PHL-GATE. Web addresses for both airports as well as Liberty International in Newark are also here on the screen.